Wait, we're gonna master the grape.
Grape one, grape and what?
Yeah!
So with TSL, we promote a message of authenticity, and we promote a message of you being you and discovering your identity and who you are as a person and living that expression. You living as the expression of yourself. And I was speaking at a convention mainly revolving around the dating and seduction industry, and I spoke very early on, and I went out to lunch with the guys, and they said, hey, look, you're talking about authenticity. What does that mean? Everybody talks about authenticity. It's such a vague word. How do you do it? What are people saying? What do they mean? And one of the things that is kind of confusing and frustrating in being somebody who actually has a system based on authenticity and promotes a clean message of authenticity is when you see the word misused. And it's misused for marketing. It's misused because it's a hot topic. And yet what these people are doing is not teaching authenticity. And I talked to this guy who asked me the question. I said, look, it's really simple. It's you being you. It's you being you. No compensation. You're not faking anything. You are being yourself. You are an expression of yourself. You put that out into the world. You get the results of yourself, good or bad, and you learn to live with them. And through that, you can find actual fulfillment. Your only road to having a good social life, a good sexual life, a good life in terms of your overall expression of you is dependent upon you being you. And anybody who tells you different is selling you something, and it revolves around some quick fix or some marketing scheme or whatever. And the sad thing is still at that point, it was a little confusing. And I said, look, this is what authenticity is not. Authenticity is not you fitting an archetype of a man, you fitting an archetype of somebody you want to be. Sure, you may need a point of reference, but you thinking that the characteristics and traits of a man will somehow make you an expression of a man is ridiculous. Me wearing certain clothes, me living a certain lifestyle, me talking about certain topics does not make me a person. Those are tools and a catalyst for me to express who I am, and who I am makes me that person. Who I am allows me to have friendships and bonds that make my life rich, that make my life have meaning, that make my life not have to be dependent upon a material factor or a superficiality in order for me to have value. It's me being able to express myself, me being able to have emotion, me being able to be affected by you, me being able to affect you is what gives meaning and emotion and the feeling of fulfillment and the gift of life exchanging with life. And I think what the problem is a lot of the times when we look at a solution, we think we can buy something, we think we can own something, we think that if we can have some tangible solution that we can work around, then we will have the fulfillment we're looking for. Then we will have the lifestyle that we so longed for, when really we're not looking at us. We're not looking and exploring within us. We're not taking a look at our self-perception, our wants, our desires, our family life, our persona, our ideals, our passions, our purpose. These are all things that we cover with the Sexual Life, the TSL online lesson 1 identity workbook, which is free. You guys can do it. Invest 2, 3, 4 hours writing about some of the stuff that we go over and see how amazing it is to look at yourself. And when you can look at who you are, when you can be comfortable with who you are, good and bad, failures, misperceptions, confusions, contradictions, because really when it comes down to it, it's all just you. When you can look at that, you can express it. And when you can express it, you can feel what it's like to have another human being connect with you. And that's the solution. It's not answered in the amount of lays. It's not answered in the amount of high fives your buddies give you about your cool story that you have. It's not answered in how you get some validation from somebody fucking else. It's how you express yourself. And until you can do that, you won't be alive. Live the sexual life, live your life, and own it.